brush it? Yep. Okay. Very carefully.
Of course, now somebody wants to call me.
Can you scroll that up just a little bit so we can see Nina? There we go. Hey guys, you are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I am Skylar Dawn.
And I'm Lena Lux.
Tonight we are, I'm going to turn myself here just a little bit. She's going to have to get used to this just like Dallas. So we are sad to announce that Dallas is not here tonight. No, she did not quit. And I did not give her the axe. Unlike she's been threatening. She has no idea that she's been threatening.
I'm like, what?
I know she's watching on here somewhere, Dallas. But she is, she's sick tonight. So everybody send out prayers and love to Dallas because she is not feeling well. And so I have a great friend and special guest co-host, Lena Lux, here with us tonight. And we're going to chop it up, mix it up, and have lots and lots of fun tonight.
Yeah.
So if this is your first time tuning into Lyfe Uncensored, which it better not be, but if it is, then hold on to your britches because it might be a little bit different. But tune in each and every Tuesday night with us at 7 p.m. here. You can either tune in Lyfe Uncensored on YouTube at Skyla Dawn. And if anyone has a problem with the sign being backwards, which I get that a lot, you can go to YouTube, Skyla Dawn. It will be the correct way because we did not print it backwards, but Facebook and Instagram puts it backwards.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, you see? So, but if you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram, we appreciate and love all the support that you guys give. And tune in every Tuesday night at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Are you ready to get this thing started?
Yes, and for those of y'all who are watching here, it's facebook.com/Lyfe Uncensored, and that's Lyfe with a Y.
Yes, Lyfe Uncensored, L-Y. That's it. So, how was your week?
It's been crazy. Pulled a muscle. Just doing normal human things, not at the gym at all. That was.
We were just discussing that. Most people think that if they start at the gym,
Yeah.
that they will get hurt. And 99% of people do not get hurt at the gym. Well, unless they just
Don't
have no clue what they're doing or they get no help. But most people get hurt doing mundane, everyday stuff. Like?
I was literally, I didn't want to get out of my bed, so I like reached for something out of my bed, and that's whenever I just pulled it, and I was like, it's fine, let me just stretch it. And as soon as I stretched it, I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna lay down. So,
That's usually how it happens.
yeah, but you know, I just squatted 50 pounds on the machine the other day, no problem, you know, yeah.
And so you'll just work through it.
Yeah.
Be a little bit careful with that so you don't hurt it anymore.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna wait till this completely heals and then I'll go back to the gym. I just got back into the gym and I was like, glutes and legs day, so good, feel great. I felt like this muscle, the quad, I was like, okay, this is really gonna hurt tomorrow. Had no idea that this was gonna be the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's usually how it works.
c'est la vie.
Usually how it works. So everything else good with you?
Yeah. I just been meditating a lot lately, and it's freeing. Feels very relaxing.
That's good.
Yeah, no difficulties there. Thank God.
That's good.
What about you?
I've had a pretty good week. Lots of work, of course. And lots of juju. Spending lots of time with Juju. That's my dog, for those of you that don't know. I spend lots and lots of time with him. And then yesterday, I went to the Go DJ Awards. So that was
She
good.
looked really hot.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I have a really, 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 really good makeup artist. But I said I don't do like New Year's resolutions, but like my goals or things for me for this year was to get out of the house more, to like actually make myself do stuff because I was kind of becoming somewhat of a recluse, not doing as much as I needed to do. And so it was good for me to go last night, and I saw so many people that I hadn't seen in a very long, 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 long time. and and it was really nice to get to hang out with people, to see people that I hadn't seen in a long time, to kind of, I don't know, like a little reunion.
Yeah.
So I kind of started going out in Houston about 10 years ago, and I stopped going out in Houston about 5 years ago. So I had like about a 5 year span of actually going out and meeting people and hanging out and doing things. And so it was nice to see all those people from the past, so it was good. Shout out to all of my old hanging out friends. We're all old. And look, I'm like, we're all old, but it was nice to see them.
But she looked like a dime, y'all. She looked like a dime.
Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. And then it poured down rain on us.
I must have been asleep.
You were asleep. Yeah, it was late. But yeah, it poured down rain. So, but I had this cute little valet boy, and or guy, sorry if you're watching, valet guy. He like walked me all the way to my car with the umbrella. It was so sweet. So, but shout out the Go DJ Awards and everyone who won. A lot of really deserving people won awards. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was good. So I'm excited tonight to have you here. I'm really appreciative that you showed up. I'm sad that Dallas isn't here. I hope she's feeling better. I'm sure she's watching us right now, and she's yelling at me to get going because she has no clue what the Go DJ Awards are. So let's get going. You guys are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. If you're just now tuning in, we're here each and every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. for your entertainment needs. And we're going to do our first segment. It's called In the News. So we talk about things that are going on in the news. We don't touch politics or religion, but other things. In the news right now, here in Houston, 5 police officers shot yesterday serving a warrant. Holy crap. Did you see that?
Yeah, so there's pieces that when it first came out, you just were told that police officers were shot and that police officers were ambushed. And so, media just immediately jumps to that piece where you're on their defense. But upon figuring out more and more, it was over in
Southeast
side.
Mm-hmm.
They're serving a warrant to a couple,
yes,
from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And for black tar.
Yeah, they said black tar heroin, but then they said that what was found in the house, well, what they were saying on the news that just right before our show, was they found weed and a white powdery substance. No black tar heroin.
Did they mention any quantity? Because from what we understand from the beginning of the news is that they were serving warrants for like kingpins, right?
Well, like big dealers that they had purchased. They say they had. Well, the neighbors are saying they're shocked that these are not people that they would think
are suspectful of that.
Yes, and then the neighbors are like, we've known them. This isn't people that we would think would do that. The guy, one of the neighbors says, he was just walking his dog earlier in the day outside. Like, this isn't, we know them, But then on the news, the police chief let it slip, and he said that one of the neighbors is who turned them in for suspected being a drug house. Okay, I'm thinking black tar heroin. We're not talking about they were growing weed in their attic.
Yeah.
Black tar heroin is some big shit. Like, police chief, you just let it slip on TV that the neighbors turned them in? Do you understand that this white couple, this 58 and 59-year-old white couple, are not the major players in this stuff? Like, are you putting the whole neighborhood in witness protection?
Yeah. So let's back up a little.
Look, she's like, whoa.
Let's start from what we understand is the story as it unfolds. They get this warrant.
Yeah, so that was first. Okay, then
they go into the house and they're in plainclothes.
Yeah, now they're saying yes, they're undercover
plainclothes
drug
police
officers.
So from your and I perspective, if we see somebody, we now just see that they're
breaking down my
strangers.
door and coming in.
Their dog obviously went to attack because it's a stranger that comes into the house. So as the dog attacks, the dog gets shot, killed.
Yes, they kill the dog.
And so at that point, that's whenever the man
comes from the back
starts
and
opening
shoots
fire.
The police.
Now,
or shoots at the police.
I love our men in blue. I absolutely do. But from another perspective, if that were to be the case scenario for myself, if someone ever were to come into my home unannounced with guns ablazing or whatever have you, and they shoot my dog, I would do the same thing. I would react, or I would respond with bullets, because I'm gonna think that they're attacking myself as well. And at the end of the day, like, it's me or you.
Yeah.
And you're invading my home.
And they say that the woman reached over one of the police officers that got shot and went to grab his rifle. And then that's when they shot and killed her.
Oh, they killed her. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, they killed both of them.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
Wow, how convenient.
And the sister came in from Dallas and said that she's just dumbfounded that she can't imagine, she's praying for the officers, but she can't imagine her sister or brother and the wife, husband, whatever, however she's related, being involved in all this. Like, she just can't imagine this. And so I'm sitting here thinking, like, please find the black tar heroin, because if all you found was weed and a white powdery substance, like, white powdery substance can be...
And what was the quantity of either one of those? Was it a small, simple substance, or
I don't care if it was 500 tons of weed, like...
Well, no, and I'm not even thinking about that. Like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, like, it's lives lost.
Yes.
It's 5 police officers that, got shot. Two people that are dead now, and an animal that's dead now because possible misinformation.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is going on here? This seems, and it seems like they probably shouldn't have done a press conference on it. Like, because this seems a little out there. I don't know. Something is not adding up.
Absolutely.
To me, it's not in my brain. I don't know. So, I don't know.
Detective Scott is on the case.
Yeah, I'm on it. Not really. I don't want to be on this one. This one seems a little off to me.
Yeah.
Okay, but we are praying for the police officer shot, because we don't want any officer shot ever. Ever. But it just, something seems really...
We do love, our men in blue, our men in uniform. We appreciate them, and our women, of course, but it just seems like there's missing pieces that weren't told. Whether it be even the officers could have been misinformed by...
Well, yeah, but if I ever snitch on anyone, I don't want the police officer telling the news and the media. Like, I mean, I was dumbfounded on that part. So, okay. Jesse, is that how we say it's Jesse?
Jesse, I think it's Smollett,
was attacked
in Chicago after his performance. He, from what I understand, they called him. Can we see those?
No.
You can search online and do your research.
The N word and the F word, a homophobic and a racial slurs. Yes.
Yeah.
When they attacked him and they put him in a noose. So this was in Chicago, correct?
Yeah. They beat him up. They threw some form of substance on him. We don't know what it is. We can only speculate, and then that's whenever they put the noose on him.
They said it was something like bleach or something, right? I think that's what I read. It was something like bleach.
They haven't
Oh, they
confirmed.
didn't? Okay.
And there's no photos or anything of him yet. He hasn't posted on any form of social media. All we know is that he has been released from the hospital. He is in recovery, which is great to hear. Our prayers are with you, Jesse.
Yeah.
For those of y'all who don't know him, he's one of the actors in Empire.
Yeah, just awful. So, people, we have to do better. We have to be better. Like, this is just unacceptable. So, yeah, our prayers are definitely with him and his family, for sure. A little bit more positive in the news. Black Panther is showing free for Black History Month.
Yeah, so Disney actually worked with AMC theaters, and they're going to show it twice a day, and they're going to do it in over 250 theaters across the nation. So it's for the entire month. I believe if you go to amc.com or amctheaters.com, you can actually pick which theater you want to go to and pick what time, and whether it be in the morning or afternoon, and then you get to see Black Panther for free.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now, there were certain dates, I think, that they were showing, though. So just go check it out.
That's right, first week of February.
First week of February. So go check it out on amctheaters.com. Mm-hmm. And maybe you can get some free tickets to go see Black Panther in the theaters. And I think that's just a really cool thing that they're doing. Yeah. So we wanted to talk about that. That's newsworthy.
Yeah.
Really neat. Positive newsworthy.
Yes.
And then this one, I just like this one because I just love Christina Aguilera. She's doing Vegas. She's actually having like a standing show in Vegas. So I don't like Vegas. I don't ever go to Vegas. But
I love Vegas.
I know you do. And Dallas does. I don't know that Dallas loves Christina Aguilera, but I love Christina Aguilera. So if I was to go to Vegas anytime soon, I would still go to her show. That would be so fun. I would love to see it.
I've never seen her before, so let's do it.
I saw her when she opened for TLC, when she first came out, because Tion from TLC is my ex's cousin. And so when she very, 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 very first started, she was my age, before anyone knew who Christina was, she was opening for TLC. And they were like, you have to listen to this chick. She is like amazing.
Yeah.
And she was, and so that's the only time I've seen her live. But yes, I would definitely go because I just think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a fun show. She's like woman power. Like, I just think it'd be an amazing show. So that's an exciting tidbit, I thought.
I think, did they say Britney's leaving now?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I know she was doing her thing. I know Backstreet Boys was, and I think Backstreet Boys is gone now. When I went in August, Backstreet Boys were performing. I went with a group of 9 women. They all went. I chose not to. I saw Backstreet Boys, this is going to show my age, in 6th grade.
Oh my God.
And their prime. And I was just like, I'm definitely not about to go see Howie when he's like 50 years old. Pass on.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
They all saw them in Vegas. They all had a great time. And I was just like, I'm just going to go walk on the strip. Bye, guys.
Too funny. Well, Christina will be there. So that should be fun.
Let's go.
I would love to go.
Okay,
let's do it. Let's do it. Girls trip.
Yes.
Okay, so that was in the news. Here, you're tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. We're here each and every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I'm Skylar Dawn, and my guest co-host this week is
Lena Lux.
Yes. So where can they find you on social media?
Right now, I just have Snapchat and Instagram. Website is currently being created. It's a long, fun process. But Instagram is Queen Plus X, and Snapchat is Lena Lux. It's LENALUXXE, Lena Lux.
Awesome. Very cool. So, There we go. It's back up. Okay, so you are a makeup artist because you're an amazing makeup artist.
Thank you.
Amazing. She is who did my face last night. So of course she's amazing. Um, you wear many hats, but that is one of them. And what is your company that you do makeup? So for any of our, how did you get into makeup? First of all,
Um, I've been doing makeup for a really long time. Professionally now, it's been 8 years that we've had the company, my business partner Jennifer and I. And I was doing makeup in middle school.
it's like a passion.
Yeah, it was just, you snag things from
because
your
you're
mom.
literally like an artist when you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you mix the colors, when you airbrush, you're literally like an artist when you do it.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I've had a lot of makeup artists work on me, but like, I love when you do it because it's like you're like an artist. You're like painting on me, literally.
Yeah. Well, so I was really passionate about art in high school, and so we just use the mixing palette, and you just take different colors and you just mix it. And so, whenever I started getting into makeup, I did an internship or an apprenticeship with a couple of Emmy Award-winning artists. Kevin James Banker is one of my, I hold him dear to my heart because he's amazing. Or Kevin James Bennett, and he taught me basically like there I have a small little palette and I'm able to make a whole plethora of different skin colors from that rather than having a gigantic palette that I might use this once, I might use this one once. So mixing arts into the makeup world, it's more fun for me.
Well, and then yeah, but when some people do that, they can make you look like a clown. But like you make people look beautiful.
Yeah.
And then it makes them feel beautiful. So that is an art in itself. So it's the makeup is an art, and then making someone feel beautiful is an art. So you have to love your job.
Yeah, I'm more about like I don't like the Instagram trend world is where they completely transform their face. That's beautiful, and then I respect that art. But my passion in makeup is enhancing what you already have. Like you have gorgeous eyes. How can we enhance those eyes? And I have a weird thing like about hairlines. I am very passionate about people's hairlines. And they always look at me oddly whenever I say like you have the most gorgeous hairline. Or whenever I compliment their nose. Those are my two favorite features in people. So I prefer you looking like yourself, just your best self, not let's completely contour your cheekbones.
See, I like that too. I don't want to be. I don't wear makeup.
Yeah.
A lot. So for me, even putting on makeup is a big deal. I don't like to feel like I have a lot of makeup on. So when some people do my makeup and then I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I don't look like me.
No, you feel like Mulan. You know, singing that song, Who Is That Girl I See?
Yeah, and some people like that because it makes them feel good, but it makes me feel phony.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that feeling.
And see, I don't know if maybe it was something like I used to do that whenever I was younger.
I don't even like fake lashes.
Yeah.
Like I like it because I like the way it looks in a picture, but I don't like the way it feels. So when people are talking to me, I feel like you've seen me, like I'm constantly blinking because I feel like, oh my God, like, do they think like that's not even her? Like, why is she doing that? Like, So for me, if someone puts a whole bunch of makeup on me, like a whole bunch of colors and stuff like that, like you can do my eyes, that's fine. But if you put like a whole bunch everywhere else, then I just feel like I just don't feel like me. Yeah.
And like I said, I think it got started with just pushing the boundaries, like how far can we go? Because I know I used to do that. Like I used to do the whole contour highlight, cream blushes and everything like that, baking everything. I used to do it all, and it was just a matter of seeing like, oh, can I do that? And yeah, I can. And I still get clients now that they're like, this is the look that I want, a cut crease with glitter, and I want my eyeliner to touch my temples, and I'm like, okay, it's giving them what they want, but I'm more passionate about that natural, not natural, but
the amazingly beautiful but natural.
Yeah,
like
look like your best self.
Yeah, because you like get rid of all of my imperfections, but make me look perfect. I mean, it's like, yeah. So if you want a really good makeup artist, there you go. Here you go. Okay, so let's go back to Lyfe Uncensored. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew like how amazing you are.
Thank you.
And she stepped in literally last minute to do this show tonight for me because Dallas is sick. And so I really, really, really appreciate it. She had no idea that she was going to be doing this show. And so that's a really big deal. Really, I don't know how many of you guys know that, but that's a really big deal because doing a live show is kind of not always that easy. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So, let's see, Lyfe 101. Lyfe 101 is a section here that we do on Lyfe Uncensored that we talk about relationships. It's a relationship topic. So, relationships could be relationships between man and woman, intimate relationships. They can be work relationships. They can be family relationships. They can be friend relationships. Okay? So tonight we're actually going to talk about what I was just saying. Great segue. So we're talking about women uplifting women. Women adjusting each other's crowns and not having to without it putting them out.
Exactly.
I made a note here and it says it doesn't take my shine away to support you. And just like tonight or today, when I found out that Dallas had a fever and that she could not do the show tonight, of course there's a panic inside of me because I am going to have to do a live show for an hour by myself. So I'm going to be talking to myself in front of the camera for an hour, which that could be quite not very entertaining. Or really entertaining.
So today, what do you think?
All the voices in my head you guys may not want to hear. But you stepped right in. You're like, okay, what time do you need me to be there? You got a babysitter. You got your stuff together. You jumped in for me. So you have your own life. You have your own business. You're a busy woman. You're a businesswoman. You jumped in for me as a girlfriend and saved me. You saved my ass. Okay? Because this is a live show that happens every Tuesday night. I literally gave you no notice. Okay? Last night, I had the Go DJ Awards. My girlfriend Eden, she is she's the one who handles the tickets and the coordination of the giving out the awards and a lot of the coordination of the red carpet and the media and that kind of stuff, the PR stuff. And I had told her, because of the way my radio show is, we do live. So even though I was coming as media, I really wasn't going to interview people on the red carpet. So I said, if you need my help with anything, let me know. And she was like, I have all these tickets that need to go to the artist. And a lot of these girls doing this don't know the artist. Can you stay up here at the front? And when the artists come in, give them their tickets. Okay. That's a very thankless job. And it is very it's a very can be difficult job because, all of your friends are in the back, all of the artists and all of the media people and everybody else are more in the red carpet area and are in the back area and stuff. And so I was up front most of the night And several times, different artists and my friends and stuff were coming up to the front, like, Skyla, what are you doing up here? Are you working? Like, what are you doing? You work for Go DJs now? Like, come in here. And even Dobeezy, I love you, Dobeezy. Like, he even came up multiple times and was like, Skyla, you should be in here in the show. Like, why are you up here? and and it was really sweet. It was loving. Like, many artists came up to me and was like, come in here, like, what are you still doing out here?
Yeah.
Like, why are you out here? And but my girlfriend needed help. So I didn't need to shine. I didn't need to be out there hobnobbing and do it. Like, I already know them.
Yeah.
You know, where I was needed was at the front helping Eden. That's where she needed me because she had other stuff to do and she needed to know that that was taken care of. So, so the Lyfe 101 is, and this is not to, we talked about this earlier, this is not to be like, oh, you helped out your friend.
Yeah.
You know, it is women, it takes nothing away from me to help out her. It takes nothing away from you to put your stuff aside and be a co-host on my show.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be the Lena Lux Lyfe Uncensored. It's Lyfe Uncensored. It didn't have to be the Skyla production. It was the Go DJ Awards. Eden is in charge. You know, women, I think too many times they don't understand that helping out, jumping in, letting their ego or their self to the side, you can help or be there for somebody else without it dimming your shimmer.
Exactly.
If
anything, it enlightens it more because, you know, I'm a feelings person, right? So by you doing that for Eden, by me doing this for you, like, that leaves a good taste in your mouth, and you know, like, I like to have that feeling like that my friends can count on me.
Exactly, and you're real friends. And I told Eden that I would be talking about this first because I wanted to make sure that she knew. I was like, okay, is this okay that we talk about this? Because, you know, I wanted her to know first. So, you know, but yeah, you want to be. It's about being good girlfriends. I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't. They're more concerned about self than being a good girlfriend. And what's in it for me rather than how can I help you, you know? And I see a lot of people more concerned in this day and time with that kind of stuff rather than
well, it's like looking at getting instant gratification instead of long-term, you know, self-fulfillment.
Right. And well, and I think a lot of things is, you know, like when growing up watching older women be friends, they actually knew how to be friends. And now I think women don't know how to be friends. They don't know how to be a good friend. And instead of competing with each other, we need to help each other out.
Yeah, there's enough for everyone.
Yes.
We all can make it.
Yes, and that was my point with it doesn't take away from my shine to support you.
Exactly.
You could let me fail. You could have said, like, yeah, I'm not gonna show up. Like, good luck. Sorry Dallas is sick, but I'm not coming to help you.
Exactly. But see, my long-term goal here is that they become extremely successful. And so she calls me, you know, a year from now, and she's like, "Hey, we're gonna be on Oprah. Do you remember that time you helped me out? I want you to come back."
Oh, okay, so there was a self-serving. I don't believe
Let's
you.
be real.
I don't believe you, actually. I know you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. But I think that a lot of times that women don't
they don't look out for each other.
But that's the
they
point.
just don't, and it's just like, why? Why do you not look out for your girls? Like, Men
No.
have this, they have it
think
all
they're
down
too-
checked, you know?
They're too worried about what they're gonna miss out on.
Yeah, FOMO.
Yes, they're gonna miss out on something if they help. If they help me or you or her, they're gonna miss out on something
Their
else.
own shine. Yeah.
Yes. But you're not. You're not. Help each other out.
Yeah. It's
Build
easy.
each other up.
Just
Work together. You know, there's multiple women that I seen that could have been helping that were absolutely not. And I was just, it dumbfounds me. It always does. Because I'm just like, there's so many people that could be helping and that could be working together, and they're just not. So come on, women, we got to do better.
yeah.
I don't get this, but
We're getting there. We're getting there. Some people are.
yeah,
coming around.
there's a group of us. There's a group of us working together, but yeah, it only makes you look better when you work together.
Exactly.
It really does.
I mean, just imagine you just have this hot group of beautiful, empowered women just working together, like empowering each other. Like, that's hot, you know?
Yeah.
That's, like, yes, goals. I want to be in that group. How do I get a part of it? You know?
Yeah, and it really takes nothing. Like, it takes absolutely nothing. Nothing. At all.
To be there for someone.
No.
Yeah.
It actually feels good.
It does. That's what I'm
It really
saying.
does
Like,
feel good. It's kind of selfish. Like,
yeah.
it really does feel good.
I'm a good person.
Yeah, it really does feel good. So, that's our Life 101. Be there. Try to be there for someone. Like, see if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, try it 2 more times. Yeah. Try it 2 more times. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Please don't give up. Okay, so you are tuned in to Life Uncensored. I am Skyla Dawn.
I'm Lena Lux.
And we are going to go to #WTH. #WTH is anything that we are kind of like, holy crud, did you see that, hear that? Can you believe that happened? So, #WTH, Kanye's new haircut. #WTH.
Yeah. It's a fun haircut. I
You
encourage
just have
you
to look
all
it
to
up.
Google it. Kanye's
Yes.
new haircut. He looks like a Sharpay in the back.
Yeah, just go Google it. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. I don't know if he was trying to make a maze. I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure. Maybe it was a joke. He lost a bet.
No, Kanye is a wild mind.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but anyone who thinks they might want to get it, don't. Just don't. Just don't.
Yeah.
#WTH.
#WTH.
Yeah. Okay, so you.
The TV show on Netflix everyone is talking about.
Oh my goodness. Crazy.
So you've seen it all.
I've seen it all.
I've seen the first 4 episodes. I'm getting irritated with the main character, the girl.
Yeah. She's pretty irritating.
She is,
But
like,
he's pretty psycho. She's pretty irritating. It's all just #WTH.
yeah.
You know who I'm #WTHing? The writers. I'm thinking, like, if you know the writers, you might want to worry a little bit.
Why did you say that? Probably because you've seen the rest of the
Because I've seen all of it.
So, okay, so as a person who hasn't seen the end, I have no idea what to expect. But let me just pull myself over here before I follow. She seems like the more mental one than he. And I understand, you know, spoiler alert, first episode, he kills her love interest, not even love, lust interest. And
that was a really good spoiler alert, by the way. You got like half of a second.
Well, that was like, it was the first episode. It was the first
He dies.
episode, yeah. But, so you're going to find out right away. But it's just, I don't know. I think I talked to my girlfriends about it, and I'm just like, it's not the worst, you know? It's not the worst. Like, he like genuinely cares about her. He stalked her. He creeped her. He just wants to provide for her. He wants to love on her. Now, of course, you know, yeah, we don't want somebody who's gonna murder somebody for it.
This might be a hashtag WTH right here.
You know, I thought like, had he not been a murderer, he genuinely
Had he
cares
only
about
been
her.
a stalker, he might be okay. What?
We joke around and we're just like, they're man goals, the fairy tale guy who wants to make everything happen for her. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen the end though.
Oh my god.
And well, we will say like her best friend is toxic for her.
Okay.
Was she not?
She is. Yes, but okay, so we might need to have you evaluated for man goals, but this show is definitely a hashtag WTH. I tried to watch the first episode and then twice before I got into the second episode, and then finally just had to binge the whole thing because it was really awkward and weird and everything. But once I got into it, I was all the way into it.
I shut it off the first episode twice. I tried to watch it, and I was just like, this is garbage. Like, this makes me want to throw up because, you know, he starts where he's just like, the beautiful long lockets of her golden hair.
Yeah.
The way that she reads that book, and you're just like, shut up. Like,
yeah, it was really weird to try to watch it first, but then after I got into it, I really got into it. And I'm telling you, it's a hashtag WTH for real. And if any of you guys out there are anything like that, do not come near me. My dog will eat you. Do you understand?
Toxic.
Okay. Yes. So, Minnesota. Okay. So hashtag WTH. Do you know what the news people said about Minnesota for tomorrow? Tomorrow it is supposed to be so cold in Minnesota that the corneas, you have to wear eyewear, the corneas of your eyes could actually freeze.
What?
Hashtag WTH. Hello, what is the slogan for Minnesota? Do you have any clue?
No.
Like, who wants to go to Minnesota? Who lives there? If any of you guys live there,
when your cornea freezes, like what? I mean, do your lids freeze? Do you
who cares?
lose eyesight?
Who wants to even get to that point?
I'm just curious for the people that do. They walk out and they're like, "Oh gosh, my cornea is frozen." Like, what happens? Do you lose vision?
Hashtag who the walks outside? If the news people tell you that you could freeze your freaking corneas, why would you go outside?
Millennials.
Well, then they deserve to be blind.
For clout so they can get on World Star. Watch, guys, as my corneas freeze.
That sounds like, wait, what's that Christmas story? Why don't you go put your tongue on the pole? Yeah, Christmas story. Yeah, like, hello, who goes outside if you think your corneas could freeze? And then they say they're suggesting, this is only a suggestion, strong suggestion, take short breaths because it's very dangerous for your lungs for you to take deep breaths. Sorry, Dallas, holy fuck me. Take short breaths because it's dangerous for your lungs? Like, hello, Minnesota is not the state that I'm going to go to in the winter.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God. Hashtag WTH. And then, okay, so, how are we doing on time, Nina?
15 minutes.
Okay, Apple FaceTime. This thing with FaceTime, like, luckily I don't have Apple, but they were saying people can spy on you with your FaceTime.
So there was a glitch in the last iOS update, and basically there's a way that you could make phone calls through the group FaceTime. And even though for example, I wouldn't pick up my calls, the person who's doing the group FaceTime with me, for the most part, they would be able to listen in on my conversation. And there was occasional times where they would be able to actually see without me actually pressing accept. So it's a glitch that's still live right now. Apple's going to release their iOS update. I think they said within the next few days.
Yeah, by the end of this week.
Yeah.
So I will only be able to spy on you until the end of this week.
Yeah.
So,
Good thing you all don't know my number.
So, that guy that you think is like so lovingly stalking you.
Yeah.
You only have till the end of
Hi,
this week.
Dada.
You only have till the end of this week to continue to stalk you.
Well, so funny thing to bounce off of that. For those of you that have AirPods, you are able to turn your phone into a listening device where you could leave your phone on the table, walk away with your AirPods on, and you can listen in on conversations that are being had while you're away from your phone.
Hashtag
WTH.
Like, who does this?
I have it active on my phone.
Well, I'm glad you tell me now. Oh my goodness.
Nobody ever has good gossip about me though.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to start talking shit about you just on purpose.
Good. Do it. I want to hear it all.
You know I will. So
She said, what about my butt?
Yeah, I know, right? So you are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored here every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. You can catch us on my Facebook, skyladon.com, my Instagram, skyladon.com, or on typically DH Lewis because she's here. But she's ill tonight. Sorry, Dallas. Everyone say prayers for Dallas. And then on YouTube. So if you want the Lyfe Uncensored sign correct, go over and subscribe to my YouTube, and then you can watch every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Skyla Dawn on YouTube. And then tonight we're also watching on Lena Lux's Instagram, correct? Yes.
Queen Plus X.
Queen Plus X is Instagram. So we're gonna do our final segment of the night. So yes, it is okay. So we do a segment every week, and this is more typically for the men, but tonight is going to be for the ladies and the men. And the segment is called Etiquette 101: Southern Charm Is Chivalry Dead? We say it's not dead. We're bringing it back. That's part of our show. Okay. So tonight, since we're doing the show a little bit different, we have Lena Lux in here helping us out on
dating advice.
Yay. For all the stalkers out there.
I'm looking
She's
for
kind
you.
of scaring me after this whole stalker's cool kind of thing. Because I'm a little sick of my stalkers. So
I mean, as long as you're good looking and you've got a lot of money and you fulfill all of these things that I'm going to talk to you about today, you can stalk me.
Okay, well, you know what? If you've been stalking me, go ahead and go stalk her because I'm done. How about that?
Yeah. I'll send you over my mortgage note and we'll have a conversation.
Nina is like, oh my God, you guys. I know Nina seriously is like, after dealing with Skyla, I can probably deal with anyone. She has prepared me for life in the outside world. Poor Nina. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Okay, so is chivalry dead? Dating advice. You ready? Let's go.
All right. Chivalry is not dead, ladies. We just need to work harder about training our human beings.
This should be interesting.
Yes. So dating advice when you're going out on a new date. So blind date, whatever, Tinder, whatever you're doing. Ooh, I need to know if I can say, unless you're not DTF, which you can Google that if you need to understand. Unless you're not DTF, you need to follow these rules. So, how to avoid a man who is trying to sleep with you on the first date, because that's what a good vast majority of them on these social media apps are trying to do. Step one, if whenever you talk to them, they're going to try to have a good amount of conversation with you via texting or calling, whatever, before you actually meet them. It's a good idea and a bad idea because one, good, you want to get to know them, right? But bad idea is because the way that our brains are wired chemistry-wise is we need about 6 to 8 hours of hard communication with a person before we trust them 100% or completely. And so what these men try to do is talk to you for that amount of time before they take you out on a date so that you already trust them and that you're more willing to do certain things with them. So that's one. Two, it's the actual date. No drinking, no alcohol. I know that you want to get off the edge or anything like that, but it's the first date. When you drink that alcohol, you're automatically saying that you are DTF. So don't do that. Again, it comes to trusting your person, and I'm trying to do this fast because I know we're limited on time. The idea is that a woman will trust a man, chemistry-wise, is after 3 dates. That's whenever, after the third date, a woman is more willing to give herself physically to a person because she trusts him and she feels that love sensation. So what a lot of these F-boys will try to do is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. They try to change the scenery up on you. So when you go on a date, go on that date and finish the date and then wait for him to call back after 2 or 3 days and go on the second date. Otherwise, what they will try to do is elongate that date. They'll say, like, let's go have dinner. And then you agree to that. And then they'll say, well, this is a really great time. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go bowling, or let's go have a cup of coffee, or let's have a cup of wine. And you'll agree to that. And that is the second scenery. And then they'll try to change the third scenery to, let's go to a nightclub and let me take you dancing. Let me do this for you. Let me do that. And that's a third scene. So by the end of the night, you're like, wow, my prince.
He spent so much time with me.
Yeah.
He's really committed to me.
He's committed. He's communicating with me. He's already told me that he has his life together and that he's working on his ambitions. And golly gee, this guy's the one. I know it. You trusted him without really getting to know him. You've not done all the hard
you feel so comfortable. I feel like I've known him forever.
Exactly. You already feel committed that love is it's just your hormones just reacting, just don't let any of that stuff happen, because what will end up happening if you do, you'll sleep with them, or you'll go to certain bases and then you'll be ghosted. So ladies, 2019, let's not get ghosted. And men, stop with it. Stop with the nicking on the headboard. There are women out there who are DTF. Just find her and be committed to her.
Or just be a gentleman.
Yeah, that works.
How about try that?
Yeah.
Surprise us. Shock us.
Yeah.
Do that. That would be great.
Call back after 2 or 3 days and say, I'm ready to date you again.
Yes.
I'm dating right now, and I'm actually like, he's courting me. It's amazing.
Yes, courting. That's what men need to be doing. That is the lost art of manhood.
Which brings me to your expectations and your standards. Which brings us to how to create your score. So there's 6 things inside of an ideal person that we all look towards, that we're taught from whenever we're right into school and all the way up through college years, of how to look for the ideal mate. And here it goes, and I'll let you jump in whenever have you. The very first thing that we look at, and we all will try to deny it as much as possible, but the very first thing that we look at when we meet somebody is their looks. Is this a person that I can physically look at for the rest of my life? If it's not,
then it's not the one.
Exactly.
If you're not physically attracted from the very beginning, it's not the one.
Just walk away.
Don't waste either of your time.
Exactly. And, yes, we know that looks will change over time, but by that time you'll have already fallen in love. And so you will grow as that goes as well. Number 2, financial stability. We look for that in not only ourselves, but in our partner, because no one wants to get with someone who is not stable, who doesn't have their shit together. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So it's more so women looking for that in men, but women, now it's our turn that we need to really step up our game as well and make sure that what we're asking is something that we're able to return as well. And it might not be a scenario where that's what's going to end up happening, but it's time that we as women step up our game and say, what I'm asking you is what I'm able to give to you as well. Right? Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
And then, like I said, it's not what might end up happening,
Right.
but it's good to have that financial freedom as a woman as well. That you're not getting into something where they can hold that over your head later on.
Right. Well, and you also don't need to be, like I saw on Facebook, some, a woman who's using men, going from man to man to man, and she's, using different men to pay her bills and to do all this stuff. You have to be taking care of yourself. If you're not together, you don't need to be going out and doing these other things. There was another situation where a guy had asked, would you date someone who makes minimum wage? And I said no. And someone was like, what? What do you mean? No, I don't make minimum wage. I take care of myself. I have a lifestyle that I, take care of. Like, that won't work for me. Like, I'm not saying that I'm going to live off of him, but he's also not going to live off of me.
Exactly. And that's where
so you have to get someone who's equally yoked. And so that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, women don't go for a man who is way out of your league, just like men don't go for a woman who's way out of your league. It doesn't make sense.
It's not going to work out in the end.
No.
3, personality. Obviously, you score yourself on your personality. Are you charismatic whenever you talk, or are you more of an introvert? And neither one of those is a wrong answer, but whenever you look for your partner, it's ideal that you guys work together in that aspect. So if you're an extrovert, it's ideal to be with an extrovert. If you're an introvert, ideal to be with an introvert because you understand each other. But it works, and we've seen it work. There are exceptions to the rule. Number 4, social status. Where are you in the social network, basically? Whether you know a handful of people or whether you know a lot of people in networking, what is your social standard or your social status? For a person to meet a person who doesn't really know a lot of people, but then you have like a career knowing a lot of people, that might not work out. Or if you're an introvert, you're with an extrovert who has all these people that you need to meet.
Yeah, that would be really hard.
It's anxiety written all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, the outlook on life. So are you happy with your life, or are you a complainer? Are you a pessimist? Are you a realist? Are you an optimist? It's ideal to be with a person who has similar ideas as you. Do you feel fulfilled in life? Do you have ambition to grow, or are you happy and you want a simpleton life? And there's nothing wrong with wanting any of those. It's just the person that you're with has to have those same wants and needs. Otherwise, you're both gonna be headed in the wrong direction. And finally, religion. You can choose to be a religious person, spiritual person, but as long as you're educated in it and you can speak about it and have good, educated conversation without just abruptly disagreeing. That's what's important.
Yes, or agree to disagree.
Exactly.
Yeah, or agree not to discuss it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's people who have different religion but if you decide to have children, that won't work. So so you actually have to discuss it. You can't just not discuss it.
Exactly.
Yes, so you can't just not discuss it. So so in these are all things that you have to consider
with your
prior to dating.
Yeah.
Don't just go out though willy-nilly dating. This is why so many people are single, because they're just doing crazy stuff and not thinking. So
this list will tell you about yourself. First and foremost, you need to know about yourself. Secondly, it'll tell you what your expectations are in a relationship, what your standards are in a relationship. And ladies and gentlemen, raise the bar. It's okay to raise the bar for both you and them.
Yes. Yes. So we had a full show tonight.
We did.
We did. So you're tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. We're here every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. You can catch us at YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe, Skyla Dawn on YouTube. We've ran out of time. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I'm Skyla Dawn. This is my guest co-host,
Lena Lux.
And we will see you next Tuesday night. Hopefully Dallas is feeling better. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. See you next week.
Bye. Did you like